Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a full comic book review of Deadpool Bad Blood, issues number 1 through 4, the entire story, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. At first, I thought this was a new release, but it turns out it's just a re-release of a previous issue from a few years ago. But hey, I already read it, so I might as well upload the content anyway. So let's get to it. We begin this issue with what the title says, Bad Blood. Something terrible has happened, and the merc with the mouth is in the thick of it. People know him as Wade Wilson, but Deadpool is what the world knows him by. And starting, he breaks the fourth wall and addresses the audience right off the back. In this comic, we see that Deadpool is up against one of his old foes with all the commotion that is being created. It is Thumper, whom Deadpool has locked horns with before. Deadpool begins by shooting at the giant creature using his pistols. Deadpool then gives up fighting Thumper and shouts at him to kill him because that is what it has come to do. Deadpool spoils the party for himself when he tells Thumper to make the entire thing quick and painless. This is because Deadpool can't exactly die, and it's Taco Tuesday. Typical Deadpool humor, right? This is where Deadpool messes things up because Thumper too, I guess he's the brother loving some tacos as well, and don't want to share no tacos with Deadpool. The giant monster throws Deadpool away and goes on the hunt to fulfill his Taco Tuesday craving, leaving Deadpool utterly confused. Deadpool plans to fight back, and he shoots at the explosives placed around Thumper's waist. Like, bro, if you're gonna wear a fanny pack of explosives, I'm gonna take the opportunity to do something with it. Deadpool mocks him that he shouldn't have done that. Deadpool shoots his waist and the explosive goes off, but the effort is in vain. Thumper comes back and strikes Deadpool with a mind-bending punch. Deadpool's joke is that Thumper is a cross of John Cena and the Terminator. It just keeps fighting back and there is no stopping it. Deadpool is beaten to death, and for a few moments, it looks as if he's dead. But since our hero can't die, death is just passing out for a few moments for him. Not more than that, but hey, as he wakes up, he sees Domino by his side, and he asks whether the information he provided helped her find something out. She says she didn't see any movement of weapons, so that's a bummer. Deadpool tells Domino that he is after a secret weapon, and his informant is a person called Tolliver, a person who had Domino tied up in his basement. Deadpool was in on the plan and didn't tape to save her, which explained why Domino hates Tolliver so much. But the situation with Thumper is exactly how Wade planned things out. Whenever he gets close to a weapon, Thumper comes in the way and gives him a beating for it. This is why he took Domino on board, so that she could retrieve the weapon while he took his routine beating from the indestructible monster. The weapon in question is something related to the X-Force, which raises the eyebrow of both Wade and Domino. The story then switches to years ago at Lofoten Island when the X-Force was active. It consists of Domino herself, Shatterstar, Zeitgeist, and Cable. X-Force then infiltrates the facility, going all in with Cable, saying that they need to collect as much intel as possible. They are after a man called Strife. X-Force then beats through the entire army at the location and then comes across a door behind, which is Deadpool. Cable asks Deadpool why is he here, but Deadpool isn't entirely sure about that. Nonetheless, Deadpool and Cable start going at it like some dogs now, with Cable intending to rip Deadpool apart. On the other hand, Deadpool doesn't want to kill Cable, but the weapon that Deadpool heard about from Tolliver was mostly likely talking about Cable. Deadpool mocks Cable's appearance, which he doesn't take it too lightly. I mean, come on. I mean, you can't expect anything less from the brother. Cable then puts Shatterstar forward to wear Deadpool down. Though Deadpool mocks Shatterstar and then beats him up, Shatterstar is no match for Wade Wilson. Amidst all the fighting, weapons go about in different directions and Deadpool finds Apocalypse's shield. He is probably willing to auction it off the black market, but before he can do that, he comes to the present time where Domino stops his story. Then the realization kicks in, Thumper is the weapon they've been talking about. Domino leaves immediately, saying that she needs to run this entire situation to her contact at S.H.I.E.L.D. Deadpool asks to tag along, but she declines. Meanwhile, some men from an authority arrive on the spot and arrest Wade. When taken to the man in charge, it comes to a shock to Deadpool to know that it's Garrison Kane. Oh, and while being arrested, Deadpool is then brought to Canada. Kane talks about a common interest with Deadpool, about Thumper, who is known initially as Agent Daedalus. Comment below, let me know if I pronounced it right. I mean, I'm not too familiar with Deadpool, but hey, I wanted to give this story a shot. Kane talks to Deadpool about working together and stopping Thumper because Kane has the authority over it now and can't seem to stop that machine. We also know that Thumper is Canada's answer to the USA Winter Soldier program. Kane and Wade transport to Thumper's location. They stand before him and Kane orders an Agent Daedalus to stand down before the usual fighting begins. Thumper whispers the name of Wade, leaving Deadpool quite confused. However, Kane continues to wear down Thumper as Deadpool investigates the files in possession of Thumper. The name on the files reads Ellison M. Deadpool is sure Kane isn't telling him the entire story, and he tells himself that he'll look into it later on. For now, the focus was finally bringing down Thumper. Thumper fights Wade and throws him down 11 stories, where at one point, Deadpool thought he could beat Thumper. He is back to square one. Deadpool says that he can kill him however he likes. However, he will keep coming back, to which Thumper replies, rad as hell. This makes Wade even more confused because it doesn't seem like someone from his memories is in front of him. With Wade distracted, Kane continues to inflict damage on Thumper. Kane destroys Thumper's helmet and tells him that he was one of the chosen to replace Wolverine. Deadpool is still standing in his place, deciding what to do. Kane has lied to him about the entire situation. Deadpool has seen enough. He proceeds to shoot Kane in the face and teleports with Thumper. Kane tells his men to locate where they've jumped to. With his face disfigured, Kane will tear Deadpool apart the next time he sees him. Deadpool, meanwhile, has other matters to tend to. The two arrive on the beach with both of them severely injured. With the stack of files with them, Deadpool takes him out to read them while his legs heal. He reads the details about how this person was recruited at a young age, exploited, and then experimented on. Then he comes to a shocking realization when he sees his picture. Miles Ellison is Thumper. The story shifts back to years ago in school, and we know that Wade and Miles were best friends. Miles gets up and starts to attack Wade. All those memories of Taco Tuesday replay in Wade's head. And after he is attacked, he realizes that Miles has been trying to tell him something from the very start. Deadpool then pulls a trick out of his book as well. He remembers the time the two of them were arrested for using weapons being children. Miles then watches the government agents come up and collect Wade for some top secret business. Memories are shown side by side of the two of them where Wade would remind Miles about their friendship, and at one instant Miles is choking him while Deadpool says they were best friends. With all this happening, the pair are transported to where Kane is, and Kane is finally going to get his shot at Wade after Wade shoots him in the face. Meanwhile, Domino is at the S.H.I.E.L.D. location op center, is locating Deadpool and Thumper. She finds her location and manages to transport them to the area. As soon as she appears from the time capsule, she shoots Kane. Domino then tries to kill Thumper, but Wade tells him that he was forced to be this way and that Thumper is his friend. Domino is then taken aback. Meanwhile, Kane gets up and shoots Domino multiple times. Not such a lucky situation this time for her. Wade is now hell-bent on killing Kane, and the two of them have a final fight. Kane tells him that Miles came to ask him about Wade and wants to reconnect with him. After being told about Wade, Kane tells him that he wants to be just like him. Wade fails to digest this. Kane tells him that it was Thumper's default setting that he went after Wade every time. That is something that wasn't fixable. Kane believes Thumper was only holding back from killing Wade once and for all. But Kane tells Wade that the problem with him is that he won't die. Deadpool mocks Kane for these words because Kane wants to kill Deadpool, and he manages to do that with Thumper. His other major goal was to become the head of Department H, and he is on course to do so. Meanwhile, Thumper wakes up and brings apart Kane. Deadpool now knows that only he can handle Miles, not S.H.I.E.L.D., not Domino, and least of all, not Kane. Deadpool begins to keep shooting at Miles and beats him up. The ending mini speech arrives from Wade where he tells Miles not to be like him, and even if he wants to be like him, he needs to be better than him. Miles hugs Wade and then proceeds to take care of things. He self-destructs the entire station, and Wade manages to carry Domino out. Domino and Deadpool too know that Miles isn't dead, but Wade knows that Wade is going to re-encounter him somewhere along the road. And that's where we end this review. I had fun reading this. I'm not a huge Deadpool fan. I only know Deadpool from watching the Spider-Man Saturday morning cartoons, that he was kind of goofy and can't die, Merc with the mouth. And then obviously Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. That's when I got a reintroduction of Deadpool at that point. Obviously I want to thank the gentleman who left the comments to do a review on this. I really thought this was a new issue, but it turned out it's a re-release from, the same issue from a few years ago. But I had a good time reading this book. And also link in the description if you wish to add this comic book to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. With that being said, Deadpool, Bad Blood. What you guys think of the comic book or the full story? Comment below, let me know. And also, if you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Don't be shy and don't be stingy. Here at Rated Comics, we do awesome comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.